So as part of your normal yard maintenance, you need to change the oil in your lawnmower. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. This one will be a general how-to, not specific to any particular lawnmower. So if you want a particular lawnmower, you might want to research the information about your lawnmower and how to on that one. So here we go. What's going on? It's Kenny here in the backyard. Thanks for checking out the Almost Engineer channel. Please do subscribe if you like to see home improvement or technology tutorials. So it's that time of year where I need to change the oil in the lawnmower. You need to change the oil at least once a year as recommended. If you do like a lawn care service or something like that nature, you'll probably need to change it more than that. So I typically change mine once a year. I do use my lawnmower year round. In this, normal growing season, I use it to cut grass. In the cooler months, I use it to mulch the leaves that fall out of the trees. As you see, I have a lot back here. So it's that time where I need to change it. I haven't done it, even though it is currently, at the time of this recording, the middle of summer. Ideally, you would change it at the beginning of the growing season. That way you have clean oil through, and then when it sits over the winter, if it collects anything during the winter, you flush that out at the beginning of the season. But like I say, I use mine year round, so I don't necessarily follow that strict guidelines, but I do make it an effort to change it at least once a year. So here I have my lawnmower and I have it sitting on the deck. You don't necessarily need a deck, but I have it sitting on the deck because of the elevation from the ground to the deck allows me to tip it over completely and to be able to get the oil pan under it without making a mess easier. So for this, you will need a funnel, pan to drain your oil into, obviously some clean oil, and your lawnmower. This is a Honda lawnmower. However, the procedure for changing oil in a lawnmower is pretty straightforward, regardless of the type of mower. So for this particular model, you actually just take the oil cap off. And so you do that by twisting. There you go. As you can tell, it hadn't been taken off in a while. Yeah, you do it by twisting. And so this one actually has the oil stick on it at the end there. And you can kind of see it's not showing any oil, probably because I just got done running it. I actually did cut the front and backyard to make sure that the oil has been warmed up prior to cutting. And so the next thing you'll need to do to drain this out is to tip it over. Now I have a different mower that does have a oil plug to drain out, and then there's the fill nozzle is actually on the top. So you drain it from the bottom and you fill on the top, similar to that of a car. But on this particular model, the oil comes out the same hole that it goes back in. All right, so I'm going to flip this mower on the side and let it drain. All right, so I have the mower turned on the side. It is draining, and I'm looking at the color of the oil, and it looks kind of like it's got some white in it, like some water might have gotten mixed in. That should normally not be the case, but given that I do store it in a shed that is outdoors, it is possible that some water may have mixed in a little bit with the oil. Ideally, you would keep it dry. And so at the same time, while letting that oil drain, come to the back side, and I see that I need to clean off the bottom of the mower. Also, this would be a good time if you are have the equipment to do so, to clean the blade and to sharpen the blade, since it is on its side. But if you do sharpen the blade, be sure to pull the spark plug out so that the mower doesn't accidentally start. So next, I'm going to get the hose pipe and just spray it down and get this dead dirt that has caked on out of here. And all you have to do is just spray it out. Nothing too fancy about it. I'm using the jet setting, as you can kind of see. And so just make sure you don't spray the mower side of the lawnmower. The bottom side should be sufficient. And you want to get all of the dead grass that's in here, like this up here, out. You may have to manually use your hands. Ideally, I just use the water pressure. If you have a pressure washer, that may help as well with getting all of this out of here. And so just spray all the dead grass out. And don't, be sure to also spray the blade off too, because, it should not happen, but sometimes you can get grass stuck on the blade as well. And so, yeah, any stuck stuff right there. As you see, I got a little bit right here. And like I say, just make sure you don't actually spray the motor on the mower, and you'll be perfectly fine. All right, so all the oil has drained out. There's not much in there as I thought it should be. So maybe I'm thinking probably from the last oil change, I may not have filled it up as much as I should have. So I'll be sure to pay attention to that this time. So once you have rinsed the bottom off, got all the loose dirt and grass, as you see, that's what that is right there. That came off the bottom of the mower. Sit it back upright and then get your funnel. All right, so once you have your mower upright and the mosquitoes out of the way, get your funnel and stick it in. You may be able to do this without the funnel, but I recommend that you do have a funnel. And then you take your mower oil and pour it in. I need 2 hands to do this, so I won't be able to actually record me doing this, but you basically take that, pour what's in there into that, and then check it with your dipstick. And so your mower should come with a dipstick like this one here on the right here on the end. You can get it to adjust accordingly. As you see, that end there is a little bit different than the rest of the stick. There we go. And so that's actually your measuring stick. It's like the equivalent of that in a car. And so basically once it gets to the top march, which is right here, then you want to stop putting in oil because that means it's full. So I'm going to do that. Once you have filled it up to the right oil level, then you just put the cap back on and then, make sure it's on secure. On this particular mower, it actually has a fuel shutoff on it. So once you hit that fuel shutoff, you'll need to set it back on and then start it. All right, so that wraps it up for this particular video. Hopefully you have learned how to change the oil in your lawnmower. If you have any questions, be sure to drop those in the comment section below. I will have links to the mower oil, the lawnmower, and other items that you see in this video that I use to do the mower change in the description below. So please be sure to use those links if you're going to purchase items, as those help me as well as the channel so that I continue to create these videos that help you. Until next time, peace out.